How do you get closure after narcissistic abuse? Is it even possible? We're going to be talking about that in this video. Hey, I'm Dr. Melissa. I'm a trauma expert and top doctor. And in this video and on this channel, I help you identify the narcissists in your life, identify the impact their behavior has had on your life, and then turn that trauma and that drama into gold, becoming stronger and more powerful than you ever were before. If that sounds like exactly what you need, click subscribe, click that notification bell so that you get notified of each and every video. Today we're talking about how you get closure after narcissistic abuse. Narcissists say a lot of things that they don't mean and mean a lot of things that they don't say. They are truly walking contradictions. And yet it's natural for you to want closure after what has sometimes been a very long relationship. You want to hear them say certain things. Why? To validate your sense of self, to validate your relationship, to validate the time and energy that you invested with this person. Here you formed what you thought was a deep, loving relationship with this person, only to find out it was never real. The narcissist was wounded and was involved in this self-protective, defensive mechanism. And you, as the victim, likely had some codependent or emotionally dependent traits that created some anxious attachment, leading you to tolerate their abuse far longer than you would have otherwise. Then things changed. The narcissist's mask came off. The truth of who they are was revealed. And the relationship ended, at least physically, meaning you are no longer living with this person, no longer in that same physical space. But your emotional bond, your trauma bond as the victim remains. You want answers. You want understanding. You want to finally, for once, be seen and heard by this person that you loved. You want closure. You want to hear the narcissist sincerely say, "I'm sorry I hurt you. I'm very disordered and need help. I feel afraid all of the time, afraid of being worthless. You deserve better. You were never the problem. I am. I understand how much I tortured you. I am unable to tell the truth. I turned your friends and family against you. I sabotaged your job, your friendships, your relationships with the kids, your favorite things. I tried to confuse you to get you to stay. I blamed you for things that were my fault. I distracted you to avoid being held accountable. I lied to you about everything. I used you. I violated your trust. I know how much you're struggling. I took you for granted. You were good to me and I blew it. Listen, the narcissist will not say these things to you and mean them. They don't believe it to be true. No one will convince them otherwise. Not their family, not their friends, not their pastor, not their boss. So knowing that you're not going to get closure from the narcissist, let's talk about why you want closure at all. You want closure to get a definitive answer. to feel in control where you otherwise weren't, to feel validated, to be able to move on and move forward. Closure just makes sense to neurotypical people. It's something we all want. Think of it this way. Say a guy asks for your number, then doesn't call. You wonder if he lost your number, is too shy to call, or just isn't interested anymore. You're okay with any of the options. You just want to know which one it is. That allows you to choose how you move forward. Say your fiance abruptly stops communication with you. You're left wondering, has she been kidnapped? Is she lying in a ditch somewhere? Is she in the hospital? Has she run off with another man? It's crazy making, right? If only you knew what you were dealing with, you could choose how to proceed. Do you contact her parents? Call local hospitals? Report her missing to the police? Put her things in a box down by the curb? You will not get closure from the narcissist. So how do you get the closure that you seek, the closure that you deserve? You give it to yourself. You give yourself internal validation rather than relying on others to provide it. You witness and observe yourself and what you're going through as you would your sister, a close friend. And as you heal yourself, you reframe those statements that you longed to hear. I'm sorry I was hurt. I deserved better. I wasn't the problem. I was tortured. I was used. My trust was violated. I took responsibility for things that were not my fault. I was really struggling. Gosh, that was hard. Over time, you witness your part in things, which is where your healing really accelerates. It shifts you into even greater empowerment. I allowed them to hurt me. I deserve better. I wanted to believe their lies. I tolerated the intolerable because I wanted to be good enough. I wanted to be wanted. Being disconnected from myself was torture. At that point, you realize it was never about them. You've given yourself closure. If this video resonates with you, type "it was never about them" in the comments. Click subscribe, click the notification bell, click the like button. Then share this video with someone who needs to hear this message. And if you find yourself still struggling with the need for closure, for validation from the narcissist, go back and listen to the beginning again. Imagine or envision my saying those words, being the narcissist saying them to you, so that you can allow your heart to heal. We're in this together. And if you know that you want to move forward on your healing journey, you want to see exactly where you're at and what comes next, I invite you to download my free guide and get on my newsletter at narcissistlife.com. I'm Dr. Melissa, and I'll see you in the next video.